You can all hear me again. I'm number 5 of 6 children. I always had to be loud, that's for sure. So it's nice to have a microphone, but sometimes it's not necessary, especially when there was dessert being served. It's true, I am running against a 7-term incumbent. That's part of the problem, is that we have incumbents that have served 7 terms and look to serve more than that. I have some legislative issues that I'd like to get done that would separate me from our current representative. Obviously, we need some FISA court reform. It's been the bane of President Trump's existence for Russian collusion. There's been very little accountability in the FISA court, so we need to take a good, strong look at that. And I know, Gary, last time we had an opportunity to interact, we talked about the Smith-Mundt Modernization Act, and you should all take a look and see what that is. Basically, it allows our government to propagandize us. We need to end that. We need to repeal the Smith-Mundt Modernization Act. And where's all the gold, Gary?
You tell everybody else.
That's right. We should have no problem auditing the Fed. It should be a regular occurrence. That's what the House of Representatives should be bringing to you all, citizens of Missouri's 2nd Congressional, much less the rest of the United States. But there should be accountability and transparency. And obviously we need to have some federal election reform as well. We need to have hand-counted paper ballots, single-day voting, with very limited mail-in voting as well. Another thing that I would certainly bring legislation forward that would restrict payment of Congress if there's a shutdown.
Oh, thank you. And this would be today. We wouldn't have this.
That's right. Well, you'll vote for me in the primary, which will be August of 2026. Make sure and write that down. It's very important. And even though that the state has changed, and the legislature has changed the district, and the governor has signed those changes, it may not take effect. We'll know here in December, I think, whether or not the law carries forward, or if the liberal group politicians, or I'm sorry, they call themselves people over politicians, they filed a lawsuit to block the change in the redistricting. So we'll find out soon enough. Catherine Hanaway is suing them as well, that she's stating that they are usurping the authority of the legislature. So soon enough, here in South County, the 3 townships, Gravois, Tesson, and Lime will not be impacted whether the redistricting goes forward or not. You will remain in the 2nd Congressional. Obviously, another timely thing, the stock trading ban for Congress should take effect immediately. We all know that Ann Wagner is now worth $26 million. How's that possible? She lives in a $5 million mansion. Aren't all your neighbors in $5 million mansions? Right, of course, right. I don't live in a $5 million mansion. I certainly have much more of your concerns at heart because they're my day-to-day concerns versus someone that's worth $26 million instead of $5 million mansion. And I'm not looking to be in Congress for 7 terms either. Locally, I want to help grow our party. St. Louis County is 60% Democrat. We need to change that. When you have a U.S. representative more or less the head of the party locally, we need to work harder at changing St. Louis County. I would be going to St. Louis County Council meetings and telling Sam Page, we've had enough. Okay? We need to stop. We're $80 million in the hole in St. Louis County. That's ridiculous. Who do they think they are, Congress? So we need to change that. And obviously having town halls throughout the 2nd Congressional District would be something I know we would all appreciate. I've got a very good vote total when I ran against Ann Wagner previously. I'm going to improve on that, and I'm going to grow the amount of people that vote in the primary. I don't need many more votes to beat Ann Wagner. I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank you for your previous votes. For Peter Pfeifer, that's me. And I want you to find me on the primary ballot coming up in August. Okay? And just as a reminder that these campaigns that you're going to hear from another candidate, they don't run on air. Look at my website. It's PfeiferForCongress.com. That's PFEI FER. Okay, my folks had a bakery. It was called Pfeiffer's Party Pastries. I'm a real Missouri SOB. Son of a baker. And I'm looking to represent you, the United States Congress. Again, PfeifferForCongress.com. I look forward to seeing you. If you have any questions, August of 2026. Pfeiffer for Congress in the Republican primary. Less than 90,000 people is the anticipated turnout. So every vote counts. I appreciate your time and your attention. Look forward to seeing you again before long. You know, if you give me $50 tonight, I'll give you some.
Peter, it's always been good showing up here and addressing our club. So I appreciate you being here tonight.
It's good to be here. Thank you so much.